Hello, and welcome back to Fallout 4. Um, Currently, we are pursuing the main storyline, and we got rid of Kellogg in the previous episode. And unfortunately, we learned that Sean is not with Kellogg. He's now with Institute. But given that the Kellogg is dead, finding out where the Institute is a little bit of a pickle. And to resolve it, we need to go to the memory den. Because maybe we don't need the whole Kellogg, maybe we just need his head. Or part of said head. Perhaps Dr. Amari here in Memory Den can help us get his memories, right?
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Oh my.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
You two have a history. Oh my. What did I walk onto?
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I remember you. The memory inducement. Vault 111, right? What's this all about?
Excellent.
Groknak the Barbarian. Oh, you were talking to me, right? Yeah, sorry, I was preoccupied.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Oh, it's not like I can get rid of it, right?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
Whoa.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Sure.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Aren't you still supposed to be sitting? Well, I'm doing my best here.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
So that I can step away from this path, right? Looks trippy.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
That makes it official, folks. The final vote count.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
New California Republic. All 5 states have now signed on, which means
People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
that as of this moment,
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
California Republic.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
It's usually how it is.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough.
Connie
You're the
Kellogg?
man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless. But you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
No.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
That's San Francisco.
I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Finally got steady work with a good outfit. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. You focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Some tunnel. So Kellogg has a tough childhood, but then he had a family. When did it all went sideways?
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
I'd assume that the phrase "they died like dogs" refers to Kellogg's family.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So,
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
I hear you'll take...
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
People's problems. Is that right?
I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this all by yourself?
Hi, Garrus.
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Oh,
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. To see for myself. The first synths weren't all that impressive. If you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
oh no.
Manual override initiated.
I'll try to locate another memory as quickly as I can. Please try to remain calm.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Still working.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
Uh-huh.
If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
That's good. Checking.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Through the logs.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Hopefully it's all...
Just find it. The eggheads...
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here,
wait.
baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's gonna be really mad this time. I probably shouldn't have even,
Kellogg. It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
If anything like this had ever happened before, I'd never heard of it. Maybe a sign that the old man was losing his grip. Finding someone in the glowing sea wasn't gonna be any picnic. I never expected an Institute egghead to give me so much trouble.
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
What the hell?
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
Oh, you
There
have
are
a
chemical
hazmat suit.
compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
And now we have progression on the Cuties quest. Always nice. And hopefully soon we will have progression on the Nick's quest as well. Do you actually mark it on my map? No, you just put me to the edge of the glowing sea. That was actually a cool sequence, I actually liked it.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
And you sure you don't want to talk to me?
Hey.
What? You all right? You need something?
Your thoughts?
Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us. We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Sure.
That was all I had.
Well, all right.
But
Hey.
you had some more
Anything I
thoughts,
can help
right?
with?
Your thoughts?
Sorry. You say something? You get flashes from old Nick's life every now and then. I sure spent a lot of time in sandwich joints.
Your thoughts?
Always another case to close.
Your thoughts?
I got your back.
Your thoughts?
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Your thoughts?
The Commonwealth can take a real toll on you if you let it. Seen this place make monsters out of men.
Nothing else for now.
Got it.
So, well, big surprise, I do not intend to go to the glowing sea. What I can do, however, I need to spend a little bit more time with Nick, right? So what we can do, let me think about it. So he points me to Ellie. Okay. I also need to clear out some locations to the south and a little bit to the north. We can help out the robots of USS Constitution, right? How about we go to the Constitution and we finish the repairments of the wondrous ship? Okay, the third rail offers live jazz, stiff drinks, and a good chance to meet bad people. Sorry for that. Muzzle brakes and compensators are helpful. Alrighty. Let's see, what's the best way to get... This would be the Haymarket Hall, right? Haymarket Mall. Okay. I need to keep going north. So yeah, trust your compass. Trust the visual clues, because we need to follow the highway, right? And you should be good to go. Occasionally on this bridge you may encounter some super mutants, but I see nobody so far, so I say that we make a run for it. Did you just try to raid me?
Want it going to waste now, would we?
It's a dumb idea. All those bodies around.
I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building, or that there's still a ship lodged in that building.
The fact that there are a lot of bodies did not give any clue to this guy, right? Okay, let's see. The bearings were in here. You carefully put the bearings into the fuel chamber, then close the assembly. You put the now fully assembled turbo pump into place.
Tis an honor to crew such a storied vessel.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a...
They all keep repeating their lines, right?
We're asking for it.
Mr. Ironsides?
Trim the power on the starboard bow. Steady as she goes, Mr. Navigator. Luck willing, at long last we'll set sail. And our hero of the hour is to thank. You've earned a double share, sir. Well done.
Set sail?
On the eve of our voyage, the need for secrecy is long past. Our twin NX-42 rockets will alight and unmoor us from this dreaded savings and loan. The Constitution will launch into the heavens, and after, gently land in the ocean. Then we take our rightful place as defenders of the Atlantic.
Cool.
That's ambitious.
As they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Mr. Navigator, put her through her paces. We need to, those motherless curs, prepare to broadside. Defend the Constitution until our last breath. Identify yourself. Foul traitor, you might invade. Do not think that diminishes my resolve.
Just getting warmed up over here. It doesn't have to be the day
And again.
I'm gonna tear your fucking throat out. Find him and kill him. She's down.
I don't know.
Two-shot hunting rifle. That's actually a good one. Christ almighty, Ironsides.
The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building, or that there's still a ship lodged in that building.
Okay, that was a lot of scavengers and raiders, like a lot. He had 2 knuckles. Like, to deliver hits with both arms? Scavengers are getting scavenged. Because why leave it all to waste, right? I can make use of it. Even if I just sell it. Oh, the guy with the missile launcher tried to actually enter the ship. It's ambitious. Missed Ironsides.
Hey,
Go on.
go check that out.
Did you hit your head repeatedly?
Why would you not talk to me? Let's try to maybe... Like the fast way would be to just reload my save, right?
Godspeed good, the scavenger assault has been broken. Not one of those scallywags stepped foot on our vessel. All hands, prepare ship for launch.
Congratulations, Captain.
There is one thing. We need power from the auxiliary generator to commence our voyage. I fear I must call upon you one last time.
Where's the generator?
On the top deck of the Royal Arms Apartments. Scavengers may yet remain, so have a care. Here is your amply deserved reward. Godspeed to you, sir.
Broadsider weighs 27.5. Oh, you wanted big guns, right? Here's your big gun. I think I still prefer my trusty knife.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building, or that there's still a ship lodged in that building.
Boy soldier, ready for our auxiliary power. Ship stands ready, soldier. Power up at will.
But navigator is still... Yep.
Power nominal. Excellent. Commencing final countdown. 3, 2, 1. Mr. Navigator, light the engines. Credit savings alone, we shall be moored no longer. Mirror away. To starboard.
Look at her go. Oh.
We did it! Victory at last!
a quarter mile closer to the ocean? That's what he said? Oh shit, let's go check up on them. I need a big blue building with a ship on top of it. Don't see it behind the highway. So how about we try to take this route? Yeah, this building.
You playing hide and seek? Even? Not that it's an option.
Hey.
There's something you need?
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Can do. Did a decent job locking this down, but if I just... Not that either. It's all yours.
Yes, it only has a safe control, but that should be enough for me. You going? I did not do it on purpose, okay? I attempted to wait for him. He just failed to enter the door. See, he's still there. So, no problem. Shall we try it again? Maybe not. He just teleports inside the elevator. Do you even need an elevator, dude?
Many meters off course along the Z-axis.
Hey, Navigator.
Still assessing extent of damages.
The ship is sturdy as hell. Ironsides is not really a talk easy. Let's try the same trick, shall we?
Our hero returns. What a glorious success! True, the mission is not quite complete, but one cannot deny our progress.
That was truly something.
Of that, there is no denying. I wager at this rate we should land in the ocean in 1, perhaps 2 more launches. My circuits tremble with excitement.
You really are going to launch the ship again?
With the courage and support of my faithful crew, our eventual triumph is assured.
Okay.
I guess it all worked out.
That it did. In recognition of your courageous role in this, I hereby promote you to the role of Honorary Lieutenant. And being that I, well, cannot actually fit below decks, I hereby give you the captain's quarters as well. 3 cheers for our new lieutenant. Hip hip hooray!
Hey,
hip hip
you
hooray!
got a sec?
Hip hip hooray!
Of course, Nick. What's up?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting these, flashes. Memories of places I've never been. Things I've never seen. Memories of Nicks. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am. That I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
What kind of memories?
Everything. Old cases, old loves. I found myself running background on cases only to realize everyone involved's been dead for 200 years. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
Is there any way we could separate you and Nick?
Don't think I haven't tried. Lost near a month of my life last time I mustered up the courage to let someone play brain surgeon on me. No. This is how it's gonna be. Living with another man's name, another man's life.
You've already built a life for yourself, Nick. You've got the agency, a home, friends.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks.
You're most welcome. I would expect you to open up more, to be honest though. Charisma 1.
You know, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Nice.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
Eddie Winter was from my time. Real scumbag.
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
Jeez, you've really done your homework on this guy.
I have. And I uncovered a doozy. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter. Safe and sound. Ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I've got memories of a girl. My girl. They're not really my memories, I know that. They're Nick's. But the girl, she was real. She was beautiful and innocent, and Winter killed her. Now he's got to pay the price.
It's a murder story.
Knowing that, are you in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's that I managed to snatch from the Cambridge Police Evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. My gut tells me the Boston Police Evidence terminals are the key to cracking this one. It's probably worth paying a visit to any of the departments you might have stumbled across.
So, you gave me a number of the holotapes. Anyway, I can actually find out which ones. Case Eddie Winter, self-inflicted ghoul, criminal kingpin, age 200 plus, offenses too many to count. Location underground bunker, Andrew Station, sealed with a 10-digit code. The holotapes. Holotapes hold the key to Winter's bunker. Each tape has one piece of the entry code. 10 tapes total, 9 left. Cambridge Police Evidence Terminal, best lead for finding other tapes. Possible remaining holotape locations. Commonwealth Police Departments, BAD TFL HQ. And he gave me tape 1, right?
Message to Johnny Montrano. Johnny. You fat lazy piece of shit.
What the?
I knew this arrangement was too good to be true. Let's join forces with the North End, huh? Bury the hatchet, work mutually against a common enemy? Well, you put the nail in that coffin, huh, boyo? What did you have to do, Johnny? Huh? What was your job? Sit in your car, on the corner. Keep your eyes open. If you see a uniform, you get out. Walk down the street, knock on the door, and let the fellas know there's trouble coming. Easy as pie, right? I could have got a 9-year-old from the projects to do it, but no. In the interest of Irish-Italian relations, I give the job to you. So what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. You sit on your fat ass dribbling cannoli cream onto your third chin. You watch. You watch the uniform blow months of planning, all in 2 minutes. Congratulations, Johnny. You got me. You and your pals sure put the screws to old Eddie Winter. You should tell this funny story to your little girl when you tuck her in at night. In that corner bedroom, upstairs, pink wallpaper, little house on Prince Street. Yeah. Eddie Winter, signing off.
Oh. There was something else, I believe. No, not that one. Nah. I'm not sure what was the last one. What's that part?
Detective Valentine, Captain Widmark here.
Oh.
I'd just like to reiterate how excited we here at the Boston Police Department are that you'll be joining our investigation. Commissioner Turner has already regaled me with the tales of your adventures in Chicago. As you know, Edward L. Eddie Winter has been a pox on this beautiful city for nearly 2 decades. Extortion, murder, racketeering, kidnapping, name a crime he's committed. The epitome of a cold-blooded, brilliant, slippery crime boss. Fortunately for us, over the years, Winter has also developed that most self-destructive of character traits, supreme arrogance. Starting a little over a year ago, Winter stopped coding his correspondences and began communicating entirely via unencrypted holotapes. Each one addressed to the subject in question and very clearly signed off by Winter himself. He's obviously mocking the authorities. He knows we're monitoring his communications. He doesn't care. Winter thinks he's untouchable. He's wrong. This is when the game changes. Those holotapes are the key to building a case against Eddie Winter, and they're what this task force will focus on. His crimes, his words. Total self-incrimination. Get those holotapes, and we get Winter.
So, we need 3 more tapes, right? I know that this is the one place where I can get it. I know that this is the second place where I can get it. Where's the third one? Which one did I miss? No, that's Deacon. It's Preston. It's Brent Savoldi, also not the same thing. God Captain, enriching the toy pods, yes. That's dampening rods for the thing. Is it by any chance somewhere here? What do I not see? Maybe I don't have another one marked, so that's why this stuff happens. Ah, well, I need to make a choice because I'm confused about where another tape might be. But I think what I will be doing, because I want to concentrate on companion quests, I will be traveling north through the county crossing, through the Riviera satellite array. I will clear out the beach station, right? Then we go through the pier parking. We will go to this Nahant place. I know that there is an important location. There might be another covert menu, but I think we will cover this area all the way till the end, like along the roads. We'll check this place. Hopefully it will place another marker here, and I will know where I can find yet another tape. I also suppose that I might find two of them in the same place. I will double check it, but I will concentrate on the quest of Mr. Valentine over here. But with that, I think we are done for today. I think we are making a very big progress. I mean, quite literally. We progressed a very big object, USS Constitution, from one place to another place. That is certainly an achievement. It was done in a splendid fashion. And I got a nice hat. A hat is nice, but in my opinion, a little bit ridiculous, so I will stick with my usual hat. And yes, the talk about the hats is how I will close the episode. Thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.